Hello and welcome Dota fans to Sproink Dota presents Random Team Games. I'm Nuff and I'm joined once again by Iggy.
Hello.
Hello. And today's match is between Delirus, not Dream Team, versus Hard Nuts.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, Iggy, what is the tale of the Dota buff? What have you found for us?
Safe money is on Hard Nuts in this game. I mean, they've played near enough to 100 games with a 55% win rate. Delirus, on the other hand, only 5 games played, so...
Oh, you never know, though. You never know.
They managed to win their last game with a Pudge, a Void, a Tidehunter, Nyx, and Earthshaker. As you will no doubt be aware, that is a completely and utterly melee team.
It's more of a there's less of a credit to them and more of a detriment to the people they beat.
Yeah.
There's not a team fight there though, so maybe they're up for a team fight kind of oriented team. We'll have to wait and see.
With Pudge and Nyx.
Well, not those two so much, but the Earthshaker, the Void, and the Tidehunter is pretty nasty.
Very hard to combine the ultimates of Earthshaker and Void, though, unfortunately.
Those two perhaps, but
the Void just generally works better in ranged lineups, and that is not a ranged lineup.
But they won irregardless of this fact. Now the bans for Hard Nuts, they haven't gone for like Wisp or like, well, the OD and the Lifestealer being banned out by Delirus, but they haven't gone for your usual bans in most of these kind of matches.
Wisp and Bat.
Yeah.
Well, first pick Earthshaker, Hard Nuts probably going to take Wisp and Bat Rider right now.
It's quite a possibility. I mean, like you said, they played 100 games, so they're probably quite a skilled team. And
there are quite a lot of Wisp games and quite a lot of Bat games.
There's the Bat. Now, do they pick the Wisp up as well? They might be thinking Jungler if they're banning out Nyx Assassin, but they're going for a Keeper of the Light, which might indicate that they'll be going for a PL, because obviously that lane is fantastic.
Indeed.
Then again, any lane with Keeper of the Light on is pretty fantastic.
That's pretty true. It's just such great lane support at the end of the day.
Especially if you've got a nice like a nice nuke that you can't spam because of the mana costs.
Indeed. It's worth noting that he's also one of the best anti-pushers in the game, so she's going to be really effective against a hero like Death Prophet. And I mean, although she has her ultimate to do damage to the towers, if the creep wave's dead, that tower's just going to sit there and regenerate, so...
Which is never that much fun.
No.
5 seconds remaining.
That being said, I mean, there's still a lot of things they can do with a Keeper of the Light. Any assassin character is always an issue for Keeper of the Light. Things like Bounty Hunter. Nyx Assassin's already banned, but...
Radiant team ban.
Or a decent ganking rotation from mid is normally a problem as well. You're not going to get that from a Death Prophet if that's what they're going to run mid, though. She doesn't tend to be the most effective ganker.
Yeah, it's interesting Delirus banning out the Sven.
10 seconds
It's... Yeah,
I mean, he's quite good with Keeper of the Light, to be fair.
5 seconds
If you can keep Chakra up, and he keeps spamming that Storm Hammer, it's good,
yeah,
but
true.
PL is the more kind of by-the-book pick, isn't he?
Indeed. I think Hard Nuts are just sat here going, we could still take a Wisp as well. They generally do not... I think this is just we're just seeing the difference of a team with experience versus a team with none.
Well, then again, the matchmakers should be matching people with similar skill levels.
Yeah, but we all know what the matchmaker's like.
10 seconds remaining.
This is true, it is a troll. And a massive troll. Speaking of troll, do you reckon Troll Warlord might pop up? That would be fun.
Not with the heroes right here, right now. I mean, we don't see any right clickers right now. It's possible Hard Nuts could pick one up in mid, run the Bat Rider on the off lane, and then obviously with the Cottle PL tri lane. So I mean, Keeper of the Light with that boosted attack speed is going to be ridiculous.
I'm sure you mean PL.
PL, yeah.
PL would be lethal. Oh, what's that rack? So that's gone. Easy for him to, with his illusions up, take 2 sets of racks before the ultimate of the Troll Warlord even finishes. So that could be an option. And of course, Troll rolls around a lot earlier than PL normally does as well, so it could be a reasonable pick. But Bat Rider's probably going to be the mid pick.
Indeed, most likely.
Yeah, but particularly greedy, I suppose.
The great thing about Bat is that he can just work anywhere.
Yeah, that's why he's such a strong hero, because there's no like direct counters for him. You've got Shadow Demon, and and things like that. But
5 seconds
ultimately, it's kind of like they have to be on the ball with their reaction speeds, and there's no
Yeah.
real way to stop him laning.
Indeed. He's got such fantastic lane presence, especially in a one-on-one lane.
Yeah, only something like an OD can stop him laning, and then he just goes, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to do the
Jungle.
jungle. And you can't
Yeah.
stop him. You can't stop him.
He's always going to find farm, and he's always going to find levels, and he's always going to be a nuisance. That's just bad. That's why he's banned so much.
Well, that is why he's a tier 1 pick.
I think they're strongly considering banning out the Shadow Demon right now.
It might be a worthy ban, but Delirus doesn't seem to be picking that kind of
Conventionally,
They're not really picking counter pick. I mean, the Earthshaker kind of would throw a spanner into the works for the PL,
Phantom Lancer, yeah.
which is possibly why they haven't banned him, because they thought the Earthshaker is scary enough.
That's very true, but I still kind of feel like PL's the right choice here. I mean, Earthshaker can do a colossal amount of damage to him, but that's only if the Earthshakers can actually get within range. And I mean, if we go purely on the difference in experience of these two teams, this should be over in the laning phase more than anything else.
Yeah, it could be a quick one. To be fair, if they didn't want to go PL, which is still it might with the Earthshaker pick, it might be something they don't want to do. They could just go, you know what, we're going to get Wisp and another decent carry like CK, Tiny, something like that, because Wisp isn't the strongest laner in the world, but Keep of the Light easily makes up for that.
Indeed, and it would make a fantastic combination as well, because I mean, just on that lane, you've just got such potential to farm the jungle with the Keeper of the Light and the Wisp. I mean, both of them are absolutely fantastic at it.
10 seconds remaining.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with anyway. They're taking their time to pick it up. They don't really want to reveal their game plan, but at the same time, I don't know if really their game plan is going to be a serious problem anyway, because I think Delirus is likely to have a plan that they want to play, and they're going to do it regardless. They've gone for an Enigma, which again is a reasonably good pick, because Kotl and whoever he'll be laning with will do pretty well with just the two of them.
Indeed.
It means there's no real backup for the Batrider going into jungle. However,
An awful lot of team fight coming up from Delirus right now.
yeah. However, Bat looks like he's going to win mid pretty easy at the minute, depending what. He's probably up against the Death Prophet, which will not be that difficult for him, and he should win that lane comfortably. So there's no worry about the jungle.
Yeah.
There's no Nyx Assassin because he's been banned out, and they've already picked up like 2 supports. Magnus. Oh, interesting. It'll be
This is either going to be an offlane mag or a
mid mag.
farm and carry mag.
You don't think he's going to be mid?
I don't think so. I mean, if Magnus is still viable in mid, but
Oh, it's Andy Mage.
there's so much team fight coming out right now. It's really, really good to see, actually.
Yeah, well, the experience suggests that they'll have the better chance of executing it perfectly, and they can execute some serious shit. If they get a full RP push into Enigma doing the black hole with a Kotl Illuminate max level, so much
I
damage.
just want to point out, I actually think Hardnuts have a much weaker team fight than... Well, you see, Delirus and Hardnuts both have really, really incorrect team fight, if you ask me. Delirus have a crap ton of damage to throw out in a team fight with the Epicenter and the Echo Slam. Hardnuts have a crap ton of disables, but I don't see the disables from Delirus, and I don't see the damage from Hardnuts.
Well, no, I think it's the combo that does the damage. Because if you've got a black hole on top of people that have just been like shoved through, I mean, if you've got Midnight Pulse up as well with a black hole, and they're all in it, you've got Kotl doing his Illuminate, and you've got Batrider's Fire.
I want to stop you right there. I mean,
10 seconds remaining.
if you have Batrider's Fire in there, that means the Batrider's been in the middle of their team already when the Enigma's gone in. Getting Midnight Pulse up is so...
Enigma's not going in. Enigma's the follow-up for Magnus. He can put the Midnight
Dire team
Pulse down, and have Magnus push them into it, and then do it from there. Okie dokie. So the last few picks have been a bit more confusing. We've got the Troll Warlord has been picked, which is lovely, which gives them some much needed push.
I think that's going to be their carry as well.
Yeah, he's probably going to be the farmer, but like you said, they could have Magnus to go and be in the farming carry, which is it's an option.
I think Meg's actually going to be running mid with his current build.
It's distinctly possible. Yeah, he's definitely gone for an early bottle build, so he'll be going mid.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, he's going to go on the offlane and still build a bottle, which is a possibility for him as well. Bat Rider. Yeah, Troll Warlord's gone for 2 slippers of agility, so he's definitely going to be farming up. Bat Rider just wants tangos at this point.
That's a very quick bottle rush. And there's the branches coming out.
There's a very
the Stout Shield, so he's going to be jungling, actually, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
with the
if you want to talk about rushing your bottle, Zeus just bought it straight up. So he started with a bottle.
This could be a massive risk.
It's a massive risk, but against Magnus, it's going to be pretty good for him.
30 seconds.
But he doesn't have that much last hitting potential. I mean, so
No.
what's he going to do? Is he going to use his Thunderbolt to last hit?
Well, he wants to harass Magnus off lane.
Yeah, but I don't see him
if
doing
he
that
can get the
well.
first couple of runes as well, it's going to be really beneficial for him. But still, it's not going to be easy dealing with a Magnus.
It appears we've got a dual jungle running with this Enigma and the Bat Rider so far. Unless
Interesting.
Bat is going to eventually drift up onto the off lane.
Maybe he'd be against a anti-mage is up top at the minute.
Holding the camps down the bottom right now.
Are they going for aggressive tri-lane bottom? With an off, well not an off lane, but a solo safe lane anti-mage.
That may have just been the tail end of the rotation. They have spent the majority of the game down here, and if they really are doing this, this is definitely the wrong decision right now. I mean, who the hell is farming on this lane? And you've got... Oh, it looks like Enigma might actually be doing the enemy jungle right now.
Oh, he's on the lane at the minute. But yeah, they would have rotated this tri lane down here into the safe lane to try to contest what they assumed to be like a 2.5 lane.
Maybe
They ended up with a solo mag.
Lane.
Yeah, it's possible. So then the mag is going to get very little, but he does have the camp, of course. Well, he would have the camp if it hadn't been warded to pull through. What I was going to say. But the Bat Rider does end up in mid, up against Zeus.
Indeed. I just want to point out that right now this is colossally silly with an anti-mage on the F lane. He already looks like he's willing to rotate.
Yeah, well, he's on a safe lane because they thought he was going to be up against something like Magnus.
Okay, apparently he's going to come mid. No, he is going down to the bottom.
Eventually, he'll get there.
Oh yeah, and we see a TP's up top from the Sanking and the Earthshaker, so...
So they've gone to contest, although it is now turned into a 2-1-2 laning for them. This is going to kind of semi-work, with the Enigma just popping into the jungle every now and again. But
I think it's really, really interesting to note the Bat Rider going for a Stout Shield if he's midding against the Zeus, who is going to be harassing you with magic damage and not with physical damage.
I'm wondering if they had to mix things up a little bit because they saw how the lanes were panning out, and they made a decision after the items had been bought.
That's what Troll Warlord TPing down bot right now, so...
Yeah, they want Troll Warlord up against this anti-mage.
Yeah, they really do. Well, Anti-Mage is just going to have such a nightmare against them. I mean, just look. Yeah, he's swapping to melee mode now. Anti-Mage needs to blink away.
So that's man mode on right there. TP coming in as well for more backup on this bottom lane. It's the Cottle. He's going to be able to keep him up. The thing with Troll Warlord is he has great abilities that don't cost very much mana.
Indeed.
And he has a reasonably decent pull. So he can spam them as it is. Give him a Cottle and he's just going to spam forever. And talking about spam, poor anti-mage. So let's have a look at the CS chart while we're here.
Well, I don't know why they're so intent on solo laning this anti-mage, but it did just get explained to me when he spoke Russian in chat.
I think it would. I think it was a decent idea originally because they were assuming they were going to have like a regular single offlaner, and they wanted to oppose the possible.
I'm sorry. An anti-mage up against one of these two offlaners, a Magnus or a Bat Rider. No situation there are you going to bet on the anti-mage.
The Magnus and him would be a pretty kind of down the middle, break even kind of situation, but you don't really want.
I don't think it would be.
You don't want a Magnus to be like in a situation where he's getting a lot of farm. That's the last thing you want.
Don't want an anti-mage to be in a situation where he's not getting a lot of farm. He's not right now.
He's not, indeed.
Maybe they're not so scared about him not getting so much farm because they can see that hard nuts don't actually have a hard carry. I mean, the hardest thing they have is a troll warlord. So maybe they're just going to try and rely on the fact that, you know, maybe things will just be over if we can just get our early game going with these, with our 3 core heroes, while the anti-mage just rests back and farms up a little bit later once everything's under control.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are capable of carrying 4 versus 5 with their lineup if they can get the combos off.
Indeed.
However, with a Troll Warlord, there's going to be early pushes. Though a TP comes in by the Earthshaker, throws out the fissure, doesn't really do a lot other than, you know, force him back temporarily. But yeah, he's going to be one of those heroes that can push quite early, and with Kotl as well, it means towers are going to go down quite early. So they need to defend them effectively. To make sure that they keep as much space as they possibly can for this anti-mage who's getting, let's be honest, absolutely nothing right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's on 7 last hits right now. This is just... actually being chased by Enigma with the DD right now, but...
his only support on lane is just TP'd out as well, leaving him on a single versus a dual lane.
Maybe the anti-mage just smells really bad and they just don't want to be around him.
Oh,
Bat's got Lasso and they're looking at this anti-mage.
He needs to be fucking careful. Oh, he's dead.
So I want to point out this Bat Rider has absolutely atrocious farm from the mid lane. He's sitting on 11 and 3, and I mean, by all rights, he should have stomped the lane against the Zeus.
He arrived late and bad things happened. I think they're trying to urge the blink off of this anti-mage so they can go in on him. Oh, anti-mage. He knows shit is up. He's going to blink away. Be perfectly safe.
No, he's not.
Bat Rider's on low HP now, he has to be careful, but they do get the lasso up. And with Illuminate as well, Kotl's up here too. Troll Warlord's wailing upon him, out goes the Whirling Axes, and he goes down, in the end, to Enigma. And that's the anti-mage down, and First Blood going to Hardnuts.
Pretty sloppy execution though, if you've got to ask me, from the Bat Rider. It felt like he just stood in front of tower for 5 minutes before he decided what to do.
Well, he wanted to go on him, but... he didn't want to, you know, make it too obvious, but by lingering, he made it blatantly obvious anyway.
I think what Anti-Mage needed to do in that situation is he knew there was 4 of them up on lane. Blink a bit sooner before they start to go on you. That way you've got the blink regen, and you have that extra chance to dodge away from the Bat Rider and just kind of lose him in those trees.
This tri lane really wants a kill on this Magnus. You've got the Earthshaker waiting in the wings to get out that fissure. They love it when they get that fissure across there and forces them to, or stops them from being able to fall back. But this Magnus playing very safe.
He does have level 6, but he doesn't have the mana. I mean, if he's level 6 and they all go in on him, two melee heroes in a range, so he could RP the lot of them, but he just doesn't have the mana for it right now.
No. Well, otherwise you're still getting levels, he'll still be happy. He's going to play it safe, relatively anyway. In the meantime, they're going to be farming up on the Sand King, apparently. Or just about everybody's having a go.
Bat Rider's rotating down bot right now.
Yeah, but I don't know what he can do alone at the minute because of those disables that can be thrown out. He could catch out this Earthshaker, though.
Yeah.
Hi, Earthshaker. Oh, dear Earthshaker, you're coming to fight on a tower.
Why did the Earthshaker not move?
Good silence, actually, by the Death Prophet, stopping Magnus being able to intervene.
Oh.
He's on the run. Stun comes up on Bat Rider. He might be in trouble here. Zeus's ultimate comes out as well. He comes to skewer. Oh, look at this. Magnus wants a kill. He's chasing. He's got Shockwave back in 3 seconds.
Why did you try and go back in?
Another fissure comes out. Oh, comes the Shockwave. Oh my goodness, they just lined up for that. And Troll Warlord's rotation gets him 2 kills as well.
I want to point out that Bat Rider made... I don't know what he was thinking. He tried to go back in on the fight despite being on 20 HP.
I don't know either.
I mean, Death Prophet just threw her Crypt Swarm and he just died. And it was like, well, glad you accomplished something, Bat. Oh, wow.
Zeus was chasing this Enigma, who managed to hide in the trees in the meantime to survive. He's an invisible Zeus, so he might be looking to do something here. He's found himself a Magnus. He's going to go for a Magnus. That's the dead mag, surely. No, he skewers away. He needs just one more hit, this Zeus. Enigma's going to back him up.
He doesn't have his ult either, so...
He has Manifest though, so can do something about this Zeus. There it goes. Batrider's here as well. Out comes a Shockwave. A lot of damage on this Zeus now. He needs to stop pursuing. He's in a very, very unpleasant place. Don't run for the fire, son. Well, he's dead as well. That's another kill going towards Hardnuts. Yeah.
But it doesn't look good.
Oh,
It's not looking good, is it now?
Did the Enigma turn around?
Alright.
I know he threw out his Malefice, but he turned around and cast his Eidolons into a creep camp. Was he trying to farm? I don't know.
Well, he was aware of the position of the Batrider. He had Magnus as well, although Magnus was being pursued. But Zeus had already thrown out a couple of his nukes. He probably wasn't able to waste a Enigma that quick.
Top lane, Anti-Mage is trying to chase down this Keeper of the Light. He does have a blink, so he's probably going to get him.
Or not. Oh, Zeus takes it in the end.
Interesting enough, neither of them had boots.
Troll Warlord's down this bottom lane.
Stealing little shit.
Kills a kill. Although, let's be honest, Anti-Mage could really use that kill.
Yeah.
CS has improved, but it still is not grand.
18 CS is not what you want from an Anti-Mage.
Not 10 minutes in.
Especially not with a Quelling Blade.
TP's coming in. We've got Zeus. We've got everyone but Anti-Mage on this bottom lane right now. Out comes the nukes. Looks like they're gonna lose Troll Warlord. Skura does come in and a huge RP, and they're gonna pick off the Death Prophet and drag her back towards their team. She's still alive at the minute, but she's dead now. Looks like they're gonna lose Earthshaker as well, and a good stun actually coming out from the Sand King, but he got himself killed by Illuminate. You better run, Zeus. And yeah, that did not go well for them. That's a 3-man down. Absolutely nothing for it. Almost got Troll Warlord, but not quite.
Didn't have quite the nuke to bring down the Troll Warlord. I mean, he escaped on about 20 HP, and...
Well, you know how quick he is.
It wasn't so much about his speed more than anything. It was just the fact that the Fisher had blocked off so many of them they couldn't close to get a right click because of their amount of melee here.
He's really wailing on this Batrider right now.
Yeah. Zeus is in a very nice spot right now. Oh yeah, Keeper of the Light. You are not in a nice spot. Oh,
good flame break though, and Cole might just escape. Doesn't have boots yet.
Yeah, fantastic flame break. Oh,
Zeus' ultimate, not quite enough. 32 HP on the Cole.
Oh, Rip Swarm searching.
But not find him. So that's probably another 2 kills that have eluded them there.
Yeah. That's how they are going to have to back out back to Fountain, and if they choose to press off of this should be a... if Delirus choose to press, it should be a tower for them at the very least.
Anti-Mage is busy trying to farm up top, but he's up against Magnus once more, who does have his boots, so he's happy bunny.
Magnus is very low on HP though. I mean, he does need to be careful because... although Anti-Mage is not what you consider a ganker, he's very, very hard to escape from because of that blink, and...
It's not just that, he knows for a fact that Magnus is the kind of hero that's going to be low on mana quite often, so...
and the Mana Void as well.
It's whether or not you can stand up going toe-to-toe with the guy first.
The issue is that Mana Void is... although it's the amount of mana that you're missing, it's the amount of mana that you're missing compared to your maximum, and because Magnus's max isn't that high, I mean, it's a bit higher now he has the Arcane Boots, but because it's not all that high, he doesn't get quite as much from it.
Yeah, true. Well, they tried to rotate mid to stop Troll Warlord taking that mid tower, but they didn't get in quick enough. They didn't react even remotely in time. Oh, search him with the Firefly. Out comes Batrider. Skura comes up. Blink out by Anti-Mage. He should be just fine. Or not.
He's got his blink back.
He needs to keep running. He's going to be okay. Now, Zeus and Earthshaker are looking to go up here as well. As well as the Death Prophet and the Sand King. Maybe they're going to find themselves a Batrider. Batrider, though, lassoing up the Earthshaker, dragging him towards Magnus. Great stun, though. Magnus is in trouble. He's on the run. He might go down. No, he just survives. Out comes the Troll Warlord, killing off Earthshaker, though they are going to lose him. No, Skura comes in. Zeus with the nukes. Down goes 2. And can they bring down this Zeus, though? He's on the run from this Batrider. Batrider needs to be careful, actually. Cole is here, too. A lot of damage coming out from this Zeus, but he is going to fall down eventually.
I want to point out right there that the Anti-Mage at the start of that fight, I think he could have... I'm not quite sure why the Batrider didn't go for a flame break to knock him back just a little bit closer to get within range of the Flaming Lasso. Might have ensured a kill without any repercussions right there, but
Possibly, but who knows?
Yeah.
Team fight there. I mean, Zeus is doing a lot, or doing about as much as he can, but he hasn't got quite enough nuke right now.
Indeed.
If he had a little bit more, that would have been a dead Cottle and a dead Batrider as well, which would have been a lot more favourable than what it ended up being in the end. Troll Warlord's having a great game right now. He's on his way towards his BKB, but he's going to sorely need, really going to need against this Zeus.
And of course, all the stuns coming out from the Shaker and the Sand King, and then Death Prophet's Silence and AO. In fact, Death Prophet's kind of one of the ones you don't really need a BKB against, although Crypt Swarm deals a reasonable amount of damage and she can silence you. Her ultimate doesn't do anything, so.
Well, it goes through BKB, so it doesn't help you there, but I mean, it's nice not to be silenced.
That's very true. It's very nice for the Magnus as well, but he's probably not going to find a BKB this game, I'd imagine.
No, it's probably going to be over before BKBs come out on Magnus.
Indeed.
But then again, this game is going a little bit longer than we expected. Everybody on bottom lane right now. Everybody's on bottom lane. We're going to have a nice big team fight coming up.
Yeah.
They have Enigma's Black Hole. They just need them to bunch up. He hasn't got a Blink Dagger yet, so he needs some form of initiation from the Magnus.
Same with Magnus, no Blink yet.
If he can get a big RP and Enigma's not far behind, it's going to be devastating.
I think one other thing which we have to put into this is that if you get an Empower up on the Troll Warlord with that Black Hole and the RP up and the ult, that's just colossal.
Illuminate's just so lethal. Hit Zeus for almost half his HP. In comes Magnus.
Oh,
these two of them. Not the best. Silence comes out. No follow up. In comes the Batrider. He's in trouble right now. Tactical pause.
And Black Hole is just going off right now. You can hear it and you can see the cast beginning. It's going to land the second this pause ends.
Gonna get two.
There we go.
Yep, three actually. Oh no, the whole team's in dire straits right now. Death Prophet's going to go down as well. Everybody but Anti-Mage is dead. This tower's going to go down. All they lost was the Magnus, and he'd already done RP. He had done his job.
I honestly thought that RP was going to catch a 2 or 3 more. Wow, a 1 or 2 more, but they did a really good job of spacing against it, but just kind of unfortunate that, well, there's only so much space to space yourself out in. So.
Well, yeah, that's the problem not having a Blink Dagger on Magnus. You have to use Skewer to initiate, and when you do that, they have a chance to space when they see it coming. It's a big roar as well. It's got the audio for people to know when to move as well. So
on Enigma as well now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Enigma's all blink happy right now, although he has to wait over 2 minutes to get that Black Hole back. But what a Black Hole it was. Got 3.
I just like the pause just beforehand. It might have been accidental, it might have been tactical, but I mean, just before that landed, and they knew what was coming the second it was over.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we've paused. How do we get out of this? We don't. We all die. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, that's not good for the Radiant.
But yeah, the big team fights so far have all been in the favour of Hard Nuts. So,
as have the ganks, really.
There hasn't really been that many ganks.
No, it's more kind of occasional pickups. And I mean, Anti-Mage is starting to find a small amount of farm now. I mean, he's nearly halfway towards a Battle Fury. It's this is not where you want to be at 17 minutes, ideally.
Not really. He can't participate in the team fights, which is a real big downer for them.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a great early fighting loadout with the, well, all 4 other heroes besides the Anti-Mage, but
it's just not been quite enough so far, because it's always been 5 they've been up against, and that extra person does make a big difference.
I think this is the benefit of having an earlier carry like a Troll Warlord.
Yeah, well, it's kind of he's a nuker early on as well, so
I don't know. Nuker's such a strong word, and he doesn't do that much. He really doesn't.
Well, not really. Well, Whirling Axes is like 270. It's not bad, but the 60% miss chance on it is just awesome.
Yeah.
So they're going to just like 4 mana up from now on. The problem is none of them are really getting much in the way of levels or farm, where the rest of the team on Hard Nuts is happily splitting up, you know.
Pushing out lanes.
pushing out lanes, getting the farm, getting items like Magnus, getting a Blink Dagger. So that's 3 Blinks they've got now. They've got 1 on the Batrider, 1 on Enigma, and 1 on the Magnus. That's 3 forms of initiation that you don't see coming. It's going to be a horrible team fight, next team fight for them.
In fairness, if both teams would have gotten kind of equal amount of farm and they were all in a position we would have wanted them to see in, we would have seen 3 Blinks up on both teams. Sand King, Earthshaker, Anti-Mage, and Batrider, Enigma, Magnus.
I reckon I should just go for like everyone has a Blink Dagger on Hard Nuts, because why not? But it looks like they're going to go for the let's punch Roshan in the face tactic. Although the rest of the team are alive and they do know about it. Yeah. There's no ward, but they're suspecting, they heard it.
Oh, Bat's up on the cliff.
He can be spot there, can't he? Can he? No, he can't.
Oh, he can. Oh, good charge out.
There's huge damage on the Troll Warlord though. Wish he had his BKB right now. He is dead. Black Hole doing a hell of a lot. Flamebreak actually pushed Zeus out of it. He's on the run from this Batrider. Looks like they might lose this Earthshaker just to the fire damage of Firefly. He is dead. Everyone died though on Hard Nuts.
Great fight.
Yeah, that was a risk going to Roshan that early. This could be really good for Anti-Mage if they can't take Rosh though.
They can.
In this situation, they can't take him themselves.
That said, I mean, that practically allowed Anti-Mage to finish up his Battle Fury. I mean, he's about 900 gold away now, so good fight for them.
Yeah, it went. I expected much more from Hard Nuts in that situation.
I think the issue is that Hard Nuts are a team which specialised in getting their initiations with the Batrider, with the Enigma, with the Black Hole. When they're initiated on in that tiny confined space with a Sand King and an Earthshaker going on you, that stings. That stings so much when you have the epicenter and the Echo Slam coming down.
I suppose that is true, but I'm kind of surprised they made that tactical error. Maybe they've been a little bit overconfident because even in this situation, when you know they have that kind of team fight available and the ability to get into the Roche pit with like no trouble with Sand King, for example.
On Magnus and Med.
Yeah, he didn't get anything, but if you've got that knowledge and you know the amount of nuke that Zeus can deal out in short succession, it damages the whole team and it does a lot. If you haven't got a pick off before then and you're not really aware of where their team is it safe to go into the Roche pit? And the answer to that question is no, it's not.
Indeed. I think had the Roche pit not been warded, it would have gone a little bit differently, but they do have an awful lot.
They've got themselves a Sand King pick off here though, and he's dead.
Yeah, Delirus have a great, really solid amount of warding. I mean, I've just watched about 2 or 3 of their wards expire, so it was a little bit better than that single one before I mentioned it. But they have been keeping tabs on the Hard Nuts team, so they can see these Roshan attempts pretty comfortably.
Yeah, now this could make a big difference. The BKB finally is up on the Troll Warlord.
Oh dear,
Zeus is going to die. Yeah, Zeus has been caught as well. Now you can kill Roshan.
Yeah.
Epicenter is up on the Sand King though, so he'll still be able to contest. But I don't know if he's going to get anywhere near it quick enough. He needs a TP scroll if he's going to get there, but he's not going to do it. So this might be free Roshan. That being said, everyone is rotating for it. It's going to be contested to a degree. Echo Slam is up. He's got Fissure. He can fissure them in there. And he does so. Coming in now, Anti-Mage looking to, well, get himself killed, I think. Echo Slam goes off. No BKB. Oh, there goes the BKB finally. So he's protected now. Still going for Roshan. Looks like they're going to lose Magnus though. He joins the dead Enigma. No, he's still alive actually. Roshan's dead. Oh, Sand King. Why are you? Sand King's invis in the fire. He is dead. Death Prophet's way too close right now. She's on the run, but she can't outrun this Troll Warlord.
Look how low the
Magnus blinks up. Shockwave. Blam. Half a HP, but if her ultimate comes back, she'll be just fine.
I kind of want to point out right now is that the Death Prophet is going for a Shadow Blade, so he's looking to just harass with that ultimate once it's up. Could actually be.
Yeah, it's around the 20-odd minute mark, so I wouldn't be surprised if a gem starts coming out on Hard Nuts just to help de-ward, and that will kind of ruin the battle plan of this Death Prophet.
And I also want to point out that Keeper of the Light and Enigma finding a great deal more farm than the Sand King and the Earthshaker. I mean, Sand King's found a reasonable amount. He's got arcade boots, but poor Earthshaker. He's got boots and a single ward.
Cole's actually got his boots of travel now, which makes split push quite
and
possible.
a mech. I mean,
yeah,
doing incredibly well. And of course, the Enigma sat on Power Tread, Soul Ring, Blink, and an Ogre Club. So
they rotated briefly into the jungle looking for something, but didn't get it. Looks like they're going for the Aghanims on Zeus. He's halfway there. He's got himself the point booster. He's got the Ogre Club, so just 2 more items to pick up for that. But that is too grand. He has to find himself.
I also want to put it's a good idea that he went for the point booster and the Ogre Club first, because he's so goddamn fragile right now. And he has plenty of mana coming up from the Arcane Boots anyway, so...
Look at the warding from Hard Nuts. They've got 2 wards in this jungle. There's basically... There's like one camp you can go to where you won't be spotted.
Yeah. But still, Anti-Mage doesn't have this Battle Fury. I mean, 300 gold now. He's been dying in fights, and it's costing him.
His CS itself is actually caught up quite a lot. There's a smoked Batrider trailing fire, looking for a kill.
Ooh.
But the Firefight actually expired. Magnus managed to get a pick off on this Death Prophet. She throws the ulti out, but it's not going to be enough. She is dead. Zeus is a little bit too close right now. He doesn't have the back of his team. Right, they're all together now. What are they going to do from this? Is Black Hole up? Yes, it is. They want to be spaced out. Illuminate. Does nothing.
This is very likely... Oh dear.
Batrider, got nothing. Black Hole! Great Black Hole. That's 3 of them, including the Anti-Mage. He is dead. They might lose Enigma. They do lose Enigma. Everyone else is on the run. Sand King's being chased down by the Troll Warlord. He's been mana leaked as well. He's invisible, but there's got fire. No one cares. He is dead as well. Zeus is running away from his own base.
That's a good choice. I mean, that's where they were.
Yeah, he's found himself a region. Rune Width is quite nice, but the whole team's been wiped out again, pretty much. And they lost another tower.
Yeah, taking a tier 3 right now. I mean, they have an Aegis up on the Troll Warlord.
Yeah, hell, go for it. BKB's got 35 seconds left on it, but they haven't got a lot to stop them right now. Unless, of course, they do have Echo Slam. They do have Echo Slam, but there's no creep wave to make the benefit of it at the moment. When the Sand King is back, they don't have it. They'll have Epicenter as well. So that's 2 of their big team fight abilities. They're probably not going to push on this.
True. It is a little bit of a risk, but you kind of want to see a bit more aggression from a Troll Warlord.
Well, yeah, but I think they're still a little bit stung about that first Roshan attempt. So they're probably just playing it a little bit safer than they were previously.
And that is a wise choice at the end of the day. Troll Warlord's actually saved up about 3,200 gold, so he's just bought something. What have you got, Troll Warlord? Oh, you have a Reaver on its way, so probably going to be a Satanic right now, so...
It's almost certainly the Satanic.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, I kind of don't feel like this is the right build for the Troll Warlord right now. I think he needs a sizable damage item, maybe even go for crits.
Oh, he's in trouble right now. Just got silenced up. So that's his BKB if he needs the pocket to escape. They haven't got any disables on him right now. Oh, that being said, out comes the fissure, but he can still just walk past it because it fissured the wrong side of him. So he's actually going to get away pretty happily.
Yeah, and the keeper like callback was coming in, but Fisher cancelling that quite nicely.
Rotation up by the Batrider, Magnus and Enigma looking to see if they can get themselves a revenge kill. 2 blinks, and they found themselves an Earthshaker. Out comes a fissure though, but he's got no mana left. Look at this, Batrider searching for the Anti-Mage, but he blinks away. Does he have any other targets? No, he's going to run away. And looks like
Earthshaker's just hiding in the trees. They're like, oh, just tight here. Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed, Earthshaker might be in trouble. They've got themselves a lasso up on the Zeus, but there was no follow-up because the rest of the team was chasing that Earthshaker. Epicenter comes out, lots of damage.
Oh.
They might lose Cole here. Goes invis, but they know where he's invis, and they do have AoEs, but they're not doing it right now. They're focusing on the Anti-Mage as they should do. Magnus is down, but so does Anti-Mage goes down as well. Troll Lord throwing out his axes, looking to go for this Death Prophet who's chasing Cottle, but she's gonna die for it. She is dead. Almost everyone dead. Only Sand King limping his way back. The reason they couldn't
pressure on that Sand King is because an awful lot of their AoEs they have to be very close to deal. Like Batrider has to stand on top of him with the Firefly. Troll Warlord has to stand next to him with the axes, and it kind of sucks because they were all on such low health that none of them could actually risk standing in the sandstorm for long enough.
Had Magnus not got picked off there, Shockwave would have probably been enough. That would have definitely been enough.
He was actually out of mana for Shockwave. He was alive at the time. It's just didn't quite have the mana for it. Unfortunately.
But yeah, another team fight really heavily going in the way of Hard Nuts. So,
Indeed.
is there any way back? Is there any way you can see a way back in here?
They have to balance themselves out on these team fights. This anti-mage is, in my opinion, he is now no longer going to be of use in this game. I mean, he's now 20 gold away from his Battle Fury, but he's been this close for about 12 minutes now.
Oh, here comes a pick-off on the Earthshaker first.
Single target black hole.
Yeah, he's probably expected to get more. Enigma dies for that black hole in the end because it kind of was separate. He's hoping they'd be able to get more, but it didn't really work out. You do get the kill on the Earthshaker and the Death Prophet though, so that is a 2-for-1 trade.
I'm going to press the tier 3 with this.
Yeah, especially well, the right click coming out from Troll World, he's empowered as well.
Yeah. Ooh, buyback from DP. I think they need a buyback from Earthshaker though more than the Death Prophet. I mean, he's a lot more key in this loadout right now.
Yeah, does he have the buyback money at the minute?
No, he's sitting on 400 gold. He's still only got.
Oh, Skewer got Zeus and dragged him out. BKB up on Troll Warlord. He's just going to wail on this poor little Zeus. Zeus is almost dead. He is dead. In the meantime, it looks like they were going on the Batrider. Batrider does go down. RP manages to catch Sand King, and he's dead.
Oh, fuck. Magnus is just so tanky, and he's nearly got a. It's actually 8.
Oh, good blink. Troll Warlord in trouble now as well, though. He's got Anti-Mage up against him, but he's just going to eat Anti-Mage if he can.
Nom.
He really wants to chase this. He's going to go up against this Earthshaker. Bash comes out. Earthshaker is dead. Mana leak.
Just the axe.
Mana Void wasn't enough. Switched to range just so he could throw it. Gets TP'd back out by Cottle back to Fountain. And well, that's another team fight. That just didn't go very well for them. They killed Batrider and that was it.
Hey, something went well for them in the team fight. Anti-Mage finally finished his Battle Fury.
That'll help. Zeus throwing out his ultimate, knowing that Trollord was on low HP last time they saw him, but he was back in Fountain due to Cottle, so really a waste.
Well, Magnus was on low HP as well, so...
Yeah, but he's back at base as well.
Yeah, he just walked back. Because, you know...
Still an item short, Zeus, of his Aghanims.
People are like TPing down onto the bot lane. Split pushing with the Illuminate.
Why the fuck not?
He's like a less lame version of Nature's Prophet right now.
Zeus looking to get a kill on him though. Here's Zeus. Out comes all the nuke. Everything he can do to kill off this guy. Mana Leak's actually quite good. And a Yule Scepter, I believe.
Yep.
Throws him in the air. And poor Zeus couldn't do anything. He's going to stand still and take a shockwave to the face.
Why do you not just die, Cottle?
Yeah, good pickup by Cole. I mean, it allows him to split push and defend himself against a solo trying to kill him. Maybe if Zeus had been a little bit more patient, they could have got some more backup in there. But then again, Cottle was already backing.
Oh dear, Earthshaker.
Oh, that's a dead Earthshaker. Let's drag him into the trees and murder his face off. He's gone down. And it's not looking too good. Another pick off for them. They can happily go and, you know...
Just as Rogue is beginning to respawn right now. He's about a minute away, so... Probably going to be another Aegis for the Troll Warlord at this rate.
Illuminate.
Illuminate hitting Zeus, yeah, I saw that.
Stings. Anti-Mage farming up his Ancients right now, though he is kind of almost semi-surrounded by the enemy team. It's a bit risky, but
and
they don't know you're there.
Damage he takes from these Ancients.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful. They spot him. Magnus is going to spot him. Oh, no. Magnus has spotted him now, though. Surely. But blink away. RP. Goni manages to get Death Prophet. He's going to charge her towards Roche Pit. Doesn't get her in, though. He's going to die, surely. He is dead. Cottle's running around in fire right now. He's running away from this Earthshaker. Yule Scepters him up. Don't need to worry about him anymore. Enigma looking for a black hole. 4 people he gets in that black hole. Really good. Only managed to get 1 kill. Gets nuked down in the end. But there's a lot of people on low HP on the run. There's no backup for him in that situation, though.
Had
and actually,
one person been there, that would have been 4 pit players down.
Yeah, the Troll Warlords up top, smashed in the... He's smashed in the Ancient. He's rotating towards this spawn. He's going for the... No, he didn't go in for the Cory in the end. He's going to fight them all outside their own base. He just killed Earthshaker. He just killed Sand King as well. Zeus is trying to run away. Zeus has got to run away. These axes are doing so much right now. Zeus is dead as well. That's a triple kill. Anti-Mage wants the mana.
Anti-Mage.
He goes for the Mana Void as well, but it doesn't do enough to kill him. Oh, you need to blink away, you pussy. He's not going to be able to man up. He might go back in now. He might be able to. He's throwing his axes at him, forcing him back into his own base. This is a very angry.
No!
Oh! Huge damage up against that poor anti-mage. He's dead. That's 4 kills for this troll warlord. He's trying to fucking man up against. Oh, Shadow Blade. Oh, she comes out, Shadow Blade, and finally Troll Warlord is killed, but that shouldn't be happening. There should never be a situation in which Troll Warlord is fighting your entire team, one by one, outside your own fountain.
Earthshaker just picked up 1,000 gold from that kill. That is the most gold he's seen all game.
Yeah, pretty much is true.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no
So yeah, I think they're going to probably look at taking the Roche and ending this right now.
Oh no, Earthshaker's been caught out again. They really don't like him.
He's not going to have that much gold anymore.
He's dead again. Death Prophet's actually out there invis, causing all kinds of havoc right now on that Bat Rider. He wants to blink away, but he can't. Well, he might be saved actually by the Firefly, so he'll be alright.
I think the great thing about having the Shadow Blade on Death Prophet is the amount of speed from a Witchcraft coupled with the Shadow Blade is just so colossally good, keeping that ult on people.
Maledict unfortunately got cast on her though, she kept having in trouble. Anti-Mage is up in the air with the Yules. Mechanism popped on the Cottle as he tries to run away and stay away from Death Prophet. Her ultimate is now off. Nuke comes out from the Zeus. Out comes a Malefice on the Death Prophet, but Enigma is surrounded. He needs to back out there. He pops the BKB to stop himself being nuked to death.
I think that was a bit of a wasted BKB.
Yeah, he's going to die anyway. It doesn't make any difference. Oh, good blink though. He might be okay.
He's smoked up, but...
No, he's not far enough away to survive. Malefice up on the anti-mage. He can't... Oh, Manavoid! Determined to kill Enigma. Determined. But look who's coming after him. There's a troll. Oh no, Invis again. Saves her. She's not going to be stupid and and get out of that Invis now on this Troll Warlord. She knows she can't face up against him.
Troll Warlords. Oh, he just saw the Invis run out, but chose not to go on it.
Nah, she's too far away, even with his increased move speed. Just happy to mash his way through this creep wave. Possibly, he knows he can take racks if no one's defending it. Unfortunately, there are 5 men defending it right now.
Yeah, it's probably a wise decision as well against the King of Trolls.
Do not face Troll Warlord if you can help it. It's just, I think it's nice to see Troll Warlord entered CM. Seen him a lot in competitive as well. Well, not a lot, but a nice amount. Seen him in a few games. A bit like a Badon as well. So
yeah, well, Abron's a really nice pickup. Purely because the way you can just completely turn off stuns.
And they go for Roche.
It's a Roche attempt.
But it's a 5-man defense for this Roshan right now. Well, actually, they're minus their Death Prophet. But she's rotating as well.
Oh, look at the 2 initiators waiting up on these cliffs.
In comes the stun. By Earthshaker, he's going to go in. Oh, that's not good. That's very bad. That's the Aegis pop.
Indeed.
So, Aegis stolen. Aegis kind of wasted. Troll Warlord just going to man up and kill this anti-mage if he can. But a stun comes out. Oh, they lost him anyway. It doesn't matter. They've got an Invisible Sand King still alive right now.
5-man team wipe and an Aegis steal. Fantastic play from Delirus right there. They're really good around this Roche pit.
It went well for them, but I still think it's Hardnut's decision to go into the Roche pit with 5 men up with such a team fighting AoE oriented team.
But they can bring Roshan down so quickly. In fact, the major issue right here is that they hear the Troll Warlord ultimate pop. They hear the battle trance go off and they go, they're doing Roche. So I think what they need to do is cast the battle trance a bit more casually out on creep waves, because the cooldown's so short. It's hardly the biggest waste in the world, and it might save them a Roshan attempt when they try to use it for that just once. Because they didn't rotate to the Roche until the battle trance came out, so...
It was... I just think it's a stupid decision to go into Roche pit when they have 5... a big team fighting kind of team that especially benefits from you being close together.
Indeed.
It's just stupid. I mean, they can quite easily get pickoffs if they want them, and it's just a bit stupid to do that.
Well, that said, Echo Slam in the pit isn't really that threatening. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to Echo Slam on top of a creep wave. You need the bonus bodies around to have a bit more damage. Because, I mean, if you don't have that bonus damage, I mean, I think Echo Slam had like 3 bonus echoes in there. So it's only really doing about 400-ish damage. And, I mean, it's not a colossal amount. I mean, there's plenty of AoE nukes in the game which will do 300, 370 damage.
Got a Cottle DC for hard nuts right now.
Yeah. Interesting that they're not pausing for it, but...
Well, apparently the Death Prophet's very amused about something or other.
Probably about the Cottle dropping. Oh dear.
Sue is up on the Sand King. He's in an unhappy place. The dragon towards this Enigma. Yeah, Midnight Pulse kind of missed. He's trying to get away, but he's going to definitely die. She popped Blade Mail, but it doesn't enough to save him. Death Prophet doing her I'm invisible, you're still going to die thing right now.
Yeah.
BKB popped, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because it goes through BKB. Damage on this Batrider is getting kind of stupid right now.
They
Zeus's
need
ultimate
him
comes
this
up.
time.
Kill from the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage trying to man up against this Troll Ward. He just can't. He's just too strong. BKB up.
Against the
He's just killed off Earthshaker as well. Now he's going for the Death Prophet. All he needs is a stun and she's going to die. Oh, 1 RP. Yep, she's dead. Lost so much damage coming out from this Troll Warlord. Using the Battle Trance as well to make sure he killed her off really quickly. Buyback from Death Prophet though, so she can defend.
This is Roche time. I don't think this is Pusher Tier 3 time. I mean, Death Prophet is a real threat, as is Zeus on the defense. So, but in the Roche pit, these are the 2 least threatening heroes on the team.
Yeah, Troll Lord can kind of do it on his own. Troll is angry. He is diving. He's doing a lot of damage to this Zeus. Zeus is running away. Crit kills him off though. Then comes this Invisible Death Prophet once more. Don't come out of Invis against him. She managed to silence him up so he couldn't do anything with the whirling axes. He doesn't care though, he's going to go back to this barracks right now. Epicenter being channeled, in comes the blink. BKB though, he gives no shit. Throw all the magic you want at him, he's not going to care. It's only 4 seconds long, but it was long enough. Magnus is going to beat the crap out of Earthshaker as well. Echo Slam does nothing because he's got a BKB up. Pay attention. Anti-Mage tried to come in, took 2 hits and thought, no, I don't like this. They're going to go for the melee barracks. That is down. Troll Warlord's still ready to fight. Every second of every minute he is wanting to fight. And there goes Arax.
I think people are going to need to learn right now is that whatever you do when you play Dota, don't feed the trolls.
No, never feed the trolls. Especially one that's a warlord. In comes the damage.
Oh, there's a lot of damage coming out.
It's all physical. He hasn't got much protection against it. He's actually going to die from this, almost certainly. Down he goes. Looks like they've got themselves a Death Prophet, though. The Duke from Zeus killed off Magnus. Can they kill him? Enigma's Black Hole! Just on Death Prophet, but he dies to Death Prophet's ghosty girls, and she also killed off Batrider.
How is the Shadowblade being this effective? Why don't they just pick up a fucking gem?
I expect
this is just getting ridiculous now. This has killed them 4 or 5 times already.
She's got Bloodstone now as well, which makes it even worse.
Trollwater is just going back to push him. He don't give no shits.
He needs to be careful though, he doesn't want to get picked off. It might be time to invest in buying another BKB, because there's a 4-second charge, although it did work in that situation, because they were, I don't know, just obsessed with throwing everything at the same time at him.
Dust right now.
He's been stunned up though. Needs to hit that. So much damage, throws the dust out. There's no escape for you now, Death Prophet. He wants you dead. He's chasing.
He needs to be swapping to melee mode when he's trying to chase this Death Prophet, because otherwise she's just too quick.
Cole's trying to fight the other 2 in a minute, but he was just baiting in that Zeus. Oh, a whirling axe has come out. Right click stuns him up with the bash. He is dead. Out comes Dust. They fired it again. Oh, why Anti-Mage? Why did you not learn? Anti-Mage is dead. Death Prophet on the run right now.
Trollwater has a jab now, so
he is just not giving a fucks right now. He's going to go for these tier 4s. There is a Sand King waiting. Got Epicenter. Got a stun.
Just BKB though.
Yeah, he comes. No, he's managed to stun him up. No BKB. Oh, there's the BKB, and the Midnight Pulse comes out as well. Magnus RP gets 2. and they're gonna definitely die. They're in big trouble right now. But then again, Death Prophet, so goddamn tanky, this bitch. She will not die. Magnus not actually being able to body block her. Troll Warlord probably shouldn't have gone in on that. Doesn't care right now. Battletrance is still on.
Oh dear.
But they dragged her out of her fountain and killed her right in front of her creeps. And there goes their tier 4 buyback from Earthshaker, but what can he do? Throws out a fissure. There's no way he's going to be able to defend this. Echo Slam.
Echo Slam just missed everything.
They do manage to finally bring down the Troll Warlord, but they lost Earthshaker and he's just run out of buyback. Zeus comes in. He's actually managed to dodge the skewer. Manifold up on Magnus. He's on the run right now. Very helpful flame break there. He blinks after Magnus. He wants to get this kill. There's a courier. Needs to be careful of that courier.
Hasn't got anything on it. It's not really bad at this stage in the game.
Anti-mage running around. Can't see Magnus.
I just love the way Anti-Mage is still chasing him.
Refresher orb. He used his refresher orb but didn't have enough mana to RP. And there goes their Ancient. Killed off by the creeps and Batrider. In the end, GGs are coming out finally, even though it was over well before this point. Cole was DC'd again, but who cares?
Cole spent the entire time DC'd. He didn't reconnect after he DC'd. He just... I don't know, I think that's why they were pressing so aggressively. They just thought, okay, the longer we keep this going, if we're a player down, the worse it's going to get for us. Let's just push and end it now on our advantage. And, well, they did that.
They fed the troll, and they did a really good job of, stopping anti-mage farming. And considering they had no one else that could really farm up and be a problem,
I don't think the issue was so much that they stopped anti-mage farming. It was that for some reason anti-mage's own team stopped anti-mage from farming, because of all the solo laners in the world, I don't rank anti-mage up at the top. It's like, wow, he's got an escape, but that's about it at the end of the day.
Yeah, he hasn't really got any abilities that help him farm like Magnus does. Obviously, he's a melee, which doesn't help.
Much lane presence.
Not really, and they kept putting more and more heroes against him to stop him being able to farm. If he's one-on-one, he can go in and take a little bit of harass. He doesn't really mind it, as long as he's getting last hits. If he's up against 3 people harassing him, he's not going to get anywhere.
No, in fact, he's probably going to find a fast way to back to the Ancient in that case.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to easily take, 6 right-clicks on the way in against 3 ranged.
I mean, even if you start with a Stout Shield ahead of it, I'm not sure why they chose to start with the Quelling Blade on him if they were going to solo lane him. That just felt like asking for trouble. I mean, if you have to solo him, get a Stout Shield. I mean, don't risk that same harass.
Yeah, well, you knew the way they laned, they wanted him against a solo.
Yeah.
But it wasn't happening. And they didn't rethink the tactic. They go, we'll rotate. And then the enemy team goes, we'll just rotate as well. And then they kind of went, fuck it. Fuck it then. We'll just he'll farm later. But
he didn't. He farmed-ish past 30 minutes. I mean,
yeah, he got a reasonable amount of CS later towards the end of the game, but it was far too little, too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just Although the Roche Pit was a nice place for them.
Really on top of those Roche Pit fights. I mean, it was very, very risky of Hardnuts to go in when they did, but I mean, Delirus really, really capitalized on it. And I mean, they did some great fights. Like when the Earthshakers snatched the Aegis and they got a 5-man team wipe against a really fed team for basically 2 heroes. So it was fantastic play.
Yeah, but with all the AoE damage they can do coming out against the kind of lineup they're up against, there isn't the most tanky lineup other than Magnus is pretty tanky.
Troll Warlord's pretty damn tanky too. I mean,
yeah, but Cole is one of the weakest heroes out there, so he's just going to die. Nigma doesn't like taking damage very much, and Batrider doesn't want to be in the thick of a fight, really.
Yeah, but the Enigma has a BKB, and the Batrider is pretty tanky, to be fair. I mean, he had things like a Lincoln's at the end of that game, so he could withstand a little bit of harass. So I think it was more to do with the fact that, wow, I don't know.
It wasn't just that AoE damage as well, it's the fact that Zeus's ultimate came up, and Zeus's ultimate does a lot of damage.
Well, not when BKBs were up, which, to be fair, they were an awful lot of the time.
You say that, but every time they went in the Roche pit, they hit them with everything before the BKBs came out. That was the major problem.
Yeah, I mean, that actually happened to Troll Warlord on the tier 4 as well. I mean, he was happily backing around the tier 4. He saw the Sand King getting ready to blink in, and he didn't BKB. I mean, even when the blink happened, and then he was channeling the epicenter at a distance. He can see the epicenter being channeled. BKB! If you don't BKB, he's going to blink in, he's going to stun you, and he's going to do a colossal amount of damage. So, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. It's a 4-second BKB. It can't get any worse than that. You can't shorten your charges anymore.
No, you've already wasted them a lot. You might as well just waste another one. Ultimately, it didn't make a difference. It made the match longer than it needed to be, and probably should have been. But, I mean, they were in control for pretty much the entire match. There was never a point when you saw the other team pushing against them. Going, we've killed them all, let's go push. No, they were like, oh, we've killed them all, but everyone is almost dead. And Anti-Mage actually is dead.
Anti-Mage was always dead.
Anti-Mage was always dead.
He didn't die that much. He just kind of didn't do that much besides stand around.
He's not going to do a lot when all he has is a Battle Fury, a Yasha, and
a morbid
mask, and he's powered.
Yeah,
he's not exactly doing the most ridiculous amount of damage, is he? And he can't man up against Troll Warlord, despite trying a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. And the big issue is that he was blinking in, and if you blink in on the Troll Warlord, it means you can't blink out.
Yeah,
the Troll Warlord could kill you in the 4 seconds it took your blink to recharge. He could kill you about 10 times over in the 4 seconds it took your blink to recharge.
Yeah, and the thing with the Troll Warlord is as well, because he has that ability to switch to ranged.
Even if you do blink away, if you're not quite far enough, he's got the movement speed advantage over you. You're probably going to find an axe embedded in your spine.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm winning, I'm losing this fight. I'll back out now because he's a melee hero. I'll be fine. No, because he switches to range and he throws axes in your back until you fall over dead.
Yeah.
Troll Warlord is kind of one of those heroes that, unless you have a proper escape, like the blink, although he used it in the wrong way, he used it to initiate, he's very difficult to get away from if you can't kill him.
I just want to point out as well that gem came out so late. I mean, Death Prophet got like she
got 4 kills, I think, at one point.
I think she probably got about 12 kills from that same tactic, just shadow blading with her ult up, and they just panicked because she's so quick. They couldn't escape her. Like, buy dust, buy gems. Don't buy them in the last 2 minutes before you win, because it doesn't help then.
Yeah, I expected it to be one on Enigma pretty early on, because he was buying the wards. And so after his BKB, and he had his BKB and he had his blink, it's like, well, surely a gem is next on the agenda. But
indeed. Or even on the Keeper of the Light, who found a surprising amount of farm.
Well, it's difficult with a Keeper of the Light. If you get map control, Keeper of the Light can just go ridiculous on his farming, because he can go, I'm going to stack some camps and I'm going to kill them with Illuminate. He didn't actually do that, but he could have. And
Indeed.
there would have been a lot of more gold in his direction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they just stomped pretty much. They stomped, got caught out because they were against good team fight, and they made mistakes in allowing that team fight to be exploited. Yeah,
I think they were. I think they were in the opinion of, well, our team fight is stronger because we have a Magnus and an Enigma, but they're disables. I mean, I want to point this out, is that the Sand King and the Earthshaker and the Death Prophet combined, wow, and the Zeus, it's like, that is so much damage. I mean, yeah, there's no stun in there, but if you get hit by 10,000 damage, you're dead, whether there's a stun in there or not.
And there was a stun in there with a fissure.
Yeah. As well as the Sand King Burrow Strike, so...
Yeah, that was another factor. You'd expected a pipe of insight to be built pretty quickly with that lineup coming out. Yeah, but the BKBs are useful.
I'd actually kind of want to see a pipe ahead of the Boots of Travel and the Yule Scepter for Keeper of the Light. I mean, yeah, Boots of Travel are great at stopping them from split pushing, but they didn't split push. They didn't do it once.
Yeah, the Boots of Travel and the Yule Scepter were really items for Kotl's benefit rather than the team's benefit. Bad support, Kotl. Bad support.
Don't be so mean to Kotl.
I can be mean to the old man. He won't remember. It's fine. Well, that's just about everything for us today. Thank you very much for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter at Sproink Dota. You can find us at twit? That's not even a... Sorry. Twitch.tv
insulting
/ Sproink Dota. And you can also sub to us on YouTube to get more fantastic videos just like this one.
Yeah, about that.
Occasionally. When they happen.
They don't.
They did today, though. So, thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
See ya.